So everybody I've called, and I've probably made 15 calls, telling me that if it head spaces, it head spaces. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I'm going to go with it. And we've had some strange weather here in the Midwest. It's today's the 3rd of April, and it's been snowing for 36 hours. Sure, we'll go with 36 hours. So I've been home today, and what I've done is I took this stock out and I cleaned it. And all I do to clean these, and I'm not going to bore you guys with that stuff. All I do to clean these is it's simple green in a nylon bristle brush. Something like, well, there we go. Something like this one. You get these at the dollar store. Get it in here, spray your simple green on, let it sit, and then just get in there and scrub it. That's all you got to do. Gets 99% of the cosmoline off. 99%. The other 10%, you're going to have to go at that with one of these. I have a toothbrush that I just use specifically for cosmoline. Still with the simple green, and I get into these nooks with that, and it's not quite this brush, it's an actual old toothbrush, but I can get in and I can get cosmoline out of there with simple green. And there's tons of ways to get rid of cosmoline. People tell you everything from hot water to a black plastic garbage bag in the sun. Well, it's April and it's snowing, folks. There's no heat and there's no sun. Anyway, simple green. But after I got done with the simple green, I went and I took some boiling hot water and some Dawn dish soap and I lightly scrubbed it down and took dirt. It was literally dirt off of this thing. It was just disgusting. This stock has been sitting for a while. And I uncovered a couple cartouches and I'm going to show them to you. So if you look right there, that's C, that's a Canadian C. This stock did saw time in Canada. And there's a number 3. And I'm going to have to look and see what that number 3 denotes. But the stock disc is missing. Unit disc, stock disc, whatever you want to call it. We'll look that up when we get to it. Dusty. But I haven't hit this with anything other than one of these and something like this. Anyway, so now what I do, I've had this can for a while. Can you tell? Boiled linseed oil. Protects and seals woods. Oh boy. Boiled linseed oil is the traditional finish on these. You'll have people say, "Oh, it's raw linseed oil. They put raw linseed oil on." Well, okay, maybe in your world, Scooter, but everything I've ever looked at tells me it was BLO. So I'm going to go with BLO. Now, some people prefer modern finishes because they like shiny stocks, stuff like True Oil and things like that. You know what? Your gun, you finish it the way you want. Personally, I'm going to use BLO. Not to mention that, you know, like I said, when these stocks were built, when they were made, before they were put on the gun, they were dunked, literally dunked in vats of boiled linseed oil. Don't believe me? Look it up. It's how they're supposed to be done, and that's how I'm going to do it. And you know, like I said, your gun, you do it your way. What I do is I start out with a good coat And man, is this drinking it in. Start out with a good coat, and it's, you know, I'm still getting a little bit of dirt off of it. You just wipe it down. Get a little more. Flip her around. And you'll see guys put this on wearing gloves and protective gear. I've seen guys put this on wearing respirators. You know, hey, you know, that's fine. If you're worried about it, please do. Personally, I ain't worried about it. I'm ex-military, folks. I've breathed shit that, no, we won't go there. Alright, you guys get the idea of what I'm doing here. I'm going to pause this, and I'll bring it back when I'm done. Okay, I've got that wiped down. I don't think it looks too bad. Is this stock going to be a showpiece? No. No, she was beat to hell. But I'm going to let that set up and dry. I did the handguards too. There's the lower one. Not a bad color match, I guess. This upper one, I'm convinced, is a repop. I don't know what I'm going to do with that. I might not keep that old girl right there. That might just get replaced. But for now, it's going to serve a purpose. I don't know, maybe it'll darken up. But that just looks blonde. I mean, there's a massive color difference there. But we'll see. So we're going to take this and set it over here and let it dry. Let it absorb some oil. And what I'm going to do, take these, set them over here as well. Okay. We're going to open up the vise. I took the trigger out of this thing. When I started messing with the bolt, and it has since been cleaned and prettified and all that other stuff like that there. So I'm going to go ahead and put that back in. That goes in there. That goes in there. Where's my little pin? Here's my little pin. Pretty simple. Yay! Okay. Over here, I need to lock that in. Over here is the safety. I took this apart. These safeties suck. Okay, folks, they suck. But I took it apart, cleaned it, oiled it up, and I put it back together. I saved you guys watching me struggle, because they are a struggle. But what we can do is flip this over, put the ejector box in. So there's the box and the spring and the rest and the screw. Wait. And the ejector. Let's not forget the ejector. I'm over here putting it together off camera. Sorry. Yeah. The ejector fits in there in the box like that. The spring goes in there like that. And then you get a fork here that the ejector springs in and out of. Now you take your spring rest, that sits in that hole, and then the whole caboodle rests on there, and this pointed screw goes in there. And it gets screwed home. When you look at that scooter, we got an ejector box. Pretty simple. I mean, it was for the British. Can't really make it all that hard. Again, it's a joke. Oh wait, you guys didn't see that. Watch this. See that? And then, ta-da! Can't get the bolt out. Trigger's in, so now it's going to cock. Because these are cock on close. See that? Boom! Yay! Alright. That's going to do her. I forgot to tell you guys, I had this Magnafluxed. When I got home from having a Magnafluxed is when I tried to, well, just for giggles, to see if the dummy round would seat and chamber. And that's what started, or why I made yesterday, the last video. She passed, she's safe to shoot. So that's why we're proceeding with the build. All right, now that's it. You guys take care, be safe, have fun. See ya.